Hello, how are you guys doing? Happy Sunday. Okay, let's get right into this video, shall we? And I'm going to talk a little bit later about my date night tonight, and I'm going to talk about what I did today, and I'm just going to have a regular vlog like I would any other day. The reason that I'm stopped right now is I'm going to read a comment that I received on my vlog. I'm not really sure what has happened recently on my vlog. For almost 460 days, I have vlogged every day and shown almost like every aspect of my life and talked about every aspect of my life. And all of a sudden in the last couple of days, I am like getting inundated with trolling questions. And what I mean by that is that they are not questions from people that I know that watch my vlog on a regular basis. I know your names. You comment on my videos on, like a regular basis, like Lori, like Autumn, like Jamie, who used to be Trucker. I know the people that watch my videos on a regular basis, because especially on my vlog, it's like my booktube channel. I see the same people's names come up over and over and over again. If some of these questions were asked by some of those people to, hey, could you further explain this situation, or could you further explain that situation, I would have absolutely no problem doing that. And like I've said on here before, I'm more than willing to answer questions, and I try to be an open book on here. But I've decided as of today that I am going to change some rules on my vlog. This is my vlog. It's called Peter's Vlog for a reason. It's not called come here and ask me 1,000 questions because you feel entitled to do that. It's called Peter's Vlogs. I have for 460 some days got on here and shared my life and run a diary of who I am, because I love to do this. I've expressed that so many times, how much I love doing this vlog. If you do not like me and you do not like what I talk about, you do not have to watch my videos. I am not going to become, this person that caters to those people wanting to ask specific little detailed questions because they think they caught me in a lie. Honesty is very important in my life as a person in recovery. And I'm not going to defend myself against stories that I think have no merit whatsoever. I am also not going to be dictated to what I should or shouldn't share on my vlog. This is my vlog. If you don't like it, you can go elsewhere. And I have no problem saying that. And if I lose subscribers over that, so be it. The people that have genuinely and sincerely followed me from the beginning or caught on later, that enjoy the content on here, that go to sleep at night, that do their makeup in the morning, that listen to me on the way to work, who have had tough days, and I help them get through that by just sharing stupid stories of my life or endearing stories of my life. Thank you for having been here. I don't want this to be a negative vlog. I don't want this to be a nasty vlog tonight, but there is an issue that people feel that I need to be honest about. So I'm going to address the issue, and going forward, I will talk at the end about what my plan is in the future. So I received this comment after addressing in the video yesterday about my smoking cigarettes. I received a comment. Now, I will tell you, I went back in to try, because I was showing this to Alex, to try to find the original smoking comment left by somebody that I had never seen on my videos before. And I never blocked that person. I didn't remove the comment. I left it up. I now cannot find the comment. I went through the last 3 videos like twice each. So if I missed it by chance and it's still there, I must have missed it. But I can't find it, which would mean, if that's the case, that original person took down the comment. I'm not really sure why, but I answered your question. So tonight I received a comment 6 hours ago from Lilypop. I've never seen Lilypop before on my channel, ever. And there's no picture, there's no profile picture with it, nothing. If you go to the channel, there's no followers, there's nothing. And Lilypop said, Why did you say you would answer questions, but you're blocking people with legit concerns? The smoking thing isn't the real issue people are concerned about. So I did block quite a few people tonight on my vlog. And the reason that I blocked the people on my vlog was because they were not asking me questions in a caring way. They weren't asking me questions in an interested way. They were basically saying, we know the truth and you're lying and we're going to catch you in a lie. I addressed that yesterday in my vlog, which apparently they didn't listen to. I have been forthright and honest from the beginning on all of my channels. So, there's no lie to be caught. But I do want to say to Lilypop, thank you for giving me the opportunity to relive one of the worst experiences of my entire life. So thank you for that. I have a feeling that the people that leave those comments don't have much integrity. I don't believe they have much of a soul. I don't believe they're caring, compassionate, kind people. I hope that when you go to bed at night, that you aim to achieve to be a better person the next day, like I do. There have been many experiences in my life that I have had that have offered me opportunities to be a better person, to think outside of myself, to be unselfish. And the story that I'm going to tell is one of those moments. When you come to people's videos and you leave scathing comments or responses, or you demand answers from them, you have fallen into the realm of being a very nasty human being. I don't know your history. I don't know who you are. I don't know what makes you that person that feels that you can demand answers from somebody. But what I responded to this person, because what they're talking about is a rumor that is going around, and I'll explain why the rumor is there, that I put a healthy dog to sleep, which is completely inaccurate. So she asked the question, and I commented, because I'm going to address it in a video and not in a comment section of my video. I'm blocking people because anyone who comes here to question my love of animals, how I have treated my pets, and wants to make a story out of the pain I have suffered in my life is disgusting and does not need to be on my channel. And Amy, thank you Amy, responded to this and she said, Peter, I am so sorry there's negative and hateful people coming on here lately. It makes me really sad. I'm not really sure what I have done recently to really upset people that they need to come here and pick my life apart and think they're going to catch me in a lie and catch me in this and catch me in that. There is no lie to catch me in. Okay, I'm just going to tell you right now, there just isn't. So, let's talk about the allegations that I put a healthy dog down. Here's how the story started. And I'm shaking because I'm very upset about this. I'm very hurt about this because my relationship with this dog was so special, so unique to every other pet that I have ever had in my life, even compared to Pee-Pee and Boo and Tucker, who you guys know that I love dearly. But this was my recovery dog. This was a dog that my dad had given me when I was, I believe, 2 years sober. It came from a person whose family was in recovery. The whole thing felt like kismet. And we had a very amazing relationship. So, let's start talking about it. I had this dog through 3 relationships. At 6, and this is the reason that it's coming up, is because in a vlog on August 17th of last year, apparently I talked in there about how Alex and I had a conversation. I went back and I watched the vlog because somebody linked it to me because they wanted the receipts right there. So I went back and I watched it, and it's the part where I talk about how Alex was moving into the house and he wanted to bring Pee-Pee, and he couldn't bring Pee-Pee into the house because I had a really aggressive dog. share a lot of myself on my videos. I also have never shared, although I have talked explicitly about moments leading up to my mother's death and of how difficult it was to make that choice. I have never talked about some of the specifics of the grueling details that I went through in the final hours before my mother was taken off life support. And neither will I ever talk about that on here. There are some things in my life, although I choose to share everything on here that I possibly can, there are some moments that I choose to keep private. So I shared on August 17th a very brief story about that situation, and then Alex and I had a conversation, and I said, we were talking about, I think, pee-pee in the video or something, like if we ever had to put a dog down, and I said I would never put a healthy dog down. I've done that before. I will not do that again, is what I said in the vlog. I then did a video on Peterisms, and I talked about my dog that was very aggressive that I had put down. And in that video, I said that, this coincided with him being very ill, and that was why, we collectively decided to put him down. I decided. It was my dog. I decided to put him down. And so, what they have taken and run with, and I want to make this very, very clear. I do not read the gossip sites. I have somebody in my life that goes and reads them for me. And if there are things on there that they think I need to know, they let me know. But very rarely they don't. I mean, they don't often call me up and say, hey, you need to know this and whatever. I don't go there and read it. I don't care what they have to say. 90% of it is wrong or twisted and whatever. Have at it. Go over there. Have fun with it if you're on there. I don't really care, but it is what it is. So, apparently, these people that keep on commenting on my video believe that I just all of a sudden pulled this story out of my ass that I had a sick dog and that I concocted this story to make it convenient for why I put a dog down that was 11 years old, that ended 2 relationships, that affected my mother. Never once did she ever step into my apartment. I specifically did not date certain people that were afraid of dogs. I was told at 6 weeks, we got this dog at 6 weeks, I was told when I called a week later after he had already started aggressively attacking my boyfriend at the time and I, to bring him back, and they would have him put down and they would give me another dog. These are people that raise dogs for a living, okay? That's what they told me. I said, oh, no, I will not do that. I was told by probably 5 to 10 vets in my life with this dog that I should put it down because this dog was not right in the head. It was probably one of the top most aggressive dogs they had ever seen. It attacked me, and it attacked 2 of my exes, and it wasn't a safe choice to keep him alive. And they said the only way you can do it is to never allow him, out of his apartment unless he is on a choker chain with a leash, and that was what I was told to do. This dog was on behavioral medications, on and on and on. My love for this dog was so deep that I would never ever have this dog put to sleep. In fact, and what's interesting to me is that I have shared through all of my vlogs many pieces about this dog. The fact that my ex said to me, if I made you pick between me and the dog, who would you pick? And I said, don't ever ask me that question, you won't like my answer. They conveniently forgot that. They conveniently forgot the fact that my mother never once stepped inside my apartment. Never once did my mother ever come around this dog in 11 years. Not once. Not once. The only person that could handle this dog besides me was Tanya, my best friend, because she owns a dog kennel. And even then, she was the only one that could interact with him because he was so aggressive at the kennel. The life that I had with this dog was so dictated, and I spent tens of thousands of dollars on vet bills and behavioral dog psychiatrists, dog trainers, everything about this dog, right? To find out that about 3 months before Alex and I got together, so that would have been about June of that year, that he started walking into things, okay? And Alex is texting me. He started walking into things. Well, this was a dog that had to see a vet on a regular basis because of medications that he was on for behavioral issues. The medications did not help, okay? We tried so many different medications through the years and nothing would help. Nothing would dull him down. Nothing dealt with the aggressiveness. What I was told time and time and time again was that he was too inbred and that he should never have come into a home. I was told that I could never put him on a farm because he would attack other animals. I was told he couldn't be with somebody that was elderly. He could never be around kids. He would attack anybody. He would attack anything. He attacked me. He attacked my ex. He attacked the vet. He attacked Tanya's workers. Attacked everybody. So about 3 months before I met Alex, he started walking into things. And I wasn't really sure what was going on. They ran a lot of tests on him. They found that he had a degenerative brain disorder. You can't really do a lot for it. It's called hydrocephalus. There's really no good treatments for it. You don't know if a dog's going to last 3 more years, or if a dog's going to last 6 more years, or if a dog's going to last 2 months. It's a degenerative brain disorder, neurological disorder, just disease, just like humans have. The yellow light just came on, great, while I'm telling this story. So I waited, and things got worse, and things didn't get better. But they weren't horrible. They just weren't horrible. I thought. So, you know, when I met Alex, oh, it just stopped, damn it. Okay, the camera is still hot, but I want to finish the story. I just want to get it done. So when I met Alex, I was in the middle of dealing with all of this, okay? Our vet had recommended that I take him to this veterinary school at Purdue University, which is one of the best vet schools in the country. They have a research institute there. I did. Spent a lot of money and was basically told the same thing. That there aren't very good treatments. The treatments are experimental. That it's just going to get worse and worse because it's a degenerative disease. And the reality is, I don't really know, they didn't really know how much pain he was in. They couldn't really tell. Because you can't tell with dogs how much pain they're in. But that he was going to start getting disoriented because he was already walking into walls and things and doors. And the more disoriented he'd get, it would probably affect his aggressiveness, and he would probably get even more aggressive than he already was because he would be confused. He wouldn't really know what was going on. And I didn't want him dealing with that. And they told me the compassionate thing to do was to have him put down. But I brought him back back to my vet and I said, I'm not willing to do that. What can we do? And she said, well, I mean, you could just monitor him closely. And so I did. And it didn't get any better, but it wasn't 100 times worse. And then, you know, Alex and I got very serious. He didn't move in for quite some time. You know, we didn't even have this discussion for, you know, almost a whole year. Like, we started dating in August, and this was a year that was going to Purdue in August, September, and the following October is when I had him put to sleep. And by that time, you know, I was living in my condo. He had been in the same apartment for most of his life. He didn't know where he was. He was very confused. He wasn't happy. You could tell he was not happy. And so when Alex said that he wouldn't move in without bringing Pee-Pee, you know, I said to the vet, I don't know what to do. Like, I can't bring this other dog in the house. And she said, Peter, you've done everything that you can do for this dog. She said, it's just getting worse. It's not getting better. And I was like, I just can't do this. I just can't, you know, I just can't do this. He was my recovery dog. And if you've heard my vlogs where I've talked about Clifford that I had, this was my recovery dog. This was my amends dog. Because, and this is why this is so hard for me, and this is why it's such cruel shit that anybody would come for me on this. I got this dog because the dog that I had growing up, Clifford, who was an Airedale, would lay outside my door with nothing better than just to wait for me to come home. And when I came home, I would just be like, hi, Clifford, and I would walk in my bedroom and not pay him any attention. And so I got this dog because my sponsor said to me, well, you could go and you could donate time to the Humane Society. I've shared this story so many times in the meetings that I go to. And I said, no, I don't want to do that. Well, you could write a letter and, you know, say it to the heir, because Clifford was gone by this point. And I said, no, I don't, he lived to be 18. I said, no, I don't want to do that. Or you could get a different dog and you could treat it like gold. You could treat it different. And that's what I did. I gave this dog everything. I put this dog in front of every relationship I had in my life. I put it in front of, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't travel anywhere. I didn't hardly do anything unless I knew that this dog's needs were and care was taken care of. Number one. Number one, always. And so one night, Tanya and I were driving around. And I was very upset about it. Then I said, I don't know what to do. She put her hand on mine. And she started crying. And she said, sweetie, you've given this dog 11 amazing years. And she said, you've had no life for 11 years because of this dog. And she said, every vet that you have gone to has told you that this is the compassionate thing to do and you deserve to have a life as well. And she said, it's time. And for 5 years, I had asked my best friend, is it time? Is it time? And she would say, no, it's not time. Keep on trying things. Keep on trying things. And I tried things. I tried things. Tried more and more things. I even shared on here not too long ago what those last 2 days were like, because I had the whole thing planned and we watched my dog Skip and I took 1,000 pictures and videos. And Tanya was supposed to go with me, and the next day she called me and her husband couldn't go, and so then I had to postpone it another day, and I had Alex, you know, keep the puppies and Pee-Pee away, and we watched my dog Skip all over again. And I gave him all these special meals and treats and things. to the vet, and she wouldn't let me go in the room because she knew I couldn't handle it. And I walked him around outside. And I don't know why this has got to be news to anybody, since I've talked about this on here before. But I remember standing out there, and I walked him around outside, and it was a beautiful fall day. And I just talked to him, and I told him what a great dog he was, even though he wasn't. He was a shit of a dog. He was horrible. I could never pick him up or anything, you know. I couldn't even put his food down. He'd attack my hands. My hands were constantly cut, but I never let go of him. And then Tawny came outside and she said, let me take him, I'll take him in. And that was it, you know? So say I killed a healthy dog. So say I made up my story and switched it for convenience. But what I will put to you is, the only people that know the truth are myself, the dog, my higher power, Tanya, Alex, and a team of vets like you have never imagined in your life, that told me the compassionate thing to do for this dog, not for me, but for the dog, was to let him go. And I learned through that, just like I learned through my mom, that sometimes you have to let things go. Regret the decision that I made. Not one bit. I don't regret getting him. I don't regret my time with him. Regret allowing myself to open up the possibility that people out there who do not care about my well-being or my best interest feel like they have the right to demand answers from me. That is what I regret. And in the way of learning about letting things go, it would be really easy for me to get on here and say, I'm done with this vlog. I'm not doing it anymore. It's just opened me up to a world of trouble. It's made people feel entitled to try to dredge up stuff that they know nothing about, or why I did things at certain times in my life, even though I share every bit of my life, my memories, my history on this channel. It would be easy for me just to walk away and say, fuck it, I'm not doing it anymore. It's not worth it. But I watched this video by Amelia Fart today. And I did a video about it on my main channel. And she addresses some hate that she received in somebody making a video about her. And halfway through the video, she says that she almost reached out to this person that made this video because due to her insecurities, she's constantly needing validation or acceptance. So why would she like somebody or seek the attention from somebody that is criticizing her? But she stopped herself, and then what she did was genius. She started showing clips of all of these YouTube videos that people had made out of love for her. And she said she would rather focus on the love and the positivity that was out there. So I'm not going to walk away from this vlog. Nobody's going to push me away from this vlog. Nobody's going to make me stop talking about my life. Nobody's going to force me to talk about shit that I don't want to talk about. I'm going to continue to make this vlog on a daily basis. And for those of you that love me, thank you for being there. I love you too. It has been an amazing journey so far. I'm not going anywhere. And for those of you that don't love me and need to leave some hateful, nasty shit, I can't promise you that depending on the day, you might find yourself blocked or the comment deleted. I may just not want to deal with it. And like I said, this vlog is called Peter's Vlogs for a reason. It's my vlog. I don't block comments on my main channel. I let people say what they want to say. This is my journey. This is a different channel. And if people are going to come and bring some hateful, hurtful shit to my vlog, I'm going to deal with it. I'm not going to have it. If you're all right going to bed at night, putting somebody through pain, that's your shit. And I don't want to hear, oh, you can talk about the drama of other people, but you can't take it when we come to you because that comment was on there too. Well, no, that's not what I do. See, that's not what I do at all. I sit in somebody else's shoes. I look at what they put out there in the world. I try to understand it and then give a little bit of wisdom. Nobody came for me and gave me some wisdom. Nobody came and tried to give me suggestions. Y'all just demanded answers, okay? There's a difference. And if you're okay going to bed at night by yourself and that, you think that it's okay to do that and that if it would be okay to treat your mother that way or your kids or your husband or your wife or your partner or whoever, your best friend, then so be it. That's who you are. And when you go to bed at night, I'm glad that you can be happy with that. I couldn't be that person. I just couldn't. And so the learning experience for me through this is maybe I need to be a little bit more pickier from what I think people owe the world in answers. Maybe I need to sit back a little bit more, when I'm doing my drama videos and go, do I really have a right to know this information? When it came to me talking about Manny Mua and his, stalker at his house, I said, no, that's none of our business to show up at somebody's house. When I talked about Jaclyn Hill's marriage, I said, no, that's none of our business to know about that stuff. And I stand to that. I try to share so much of my life because I don't want people that are out there alone. Because on my Peterisms video the other day, I did a video and I talked about everybody deserves to have one good friend. And let me tell you that there were so many comments on that video of people saying that they did not have any friends in their life. It broke my heart to know that there are people out there that have no friends whatsoever. And I want this to be a safe place where people can come and hear stories of my life, some happy, some sad, some life experiences, some learning experiences from my own fuck-ups that I've made in my life. And that nobody will be judged for that. So if you're here looking for loopholes, you'll probably find them. You probably will. I tell stories over and over and over again, and I don't ever tell the same story twice the same way, ever. Ever. Look for the loopholes. You'll find them. You want me to get on video and have my best friend in the car, explain to you the details of what I went through with the dog, medically and aggressively and behaviorally, and how it affected my life and that dog's life? I'm not going to do that. I thought about doing that. I thought about having Tanya on and being like, hey, just you tell the people. But I don't owe that proof to anybody. I don't. And I'm not going to do it. The second hardest day of my entire life. The second hardest day of my entire life. Well, the third hardest day of my entire life was the day that I walked into treatment. The second hardest day of my entire life and breaking up with my ex was ranked in the top 5 somewhere because I just didn't see it coming. I did not know that that day was going to come. You know, in retrospect, it had to so that I can have the relationship that I have with my husband today. So I'm thankful for that. But at the time, it was some painful shit. And anybody that's gone through a breakup and you didn't see it coming, you know that's some painful shit. The second most difficult day of my entire life was the day that my mother was taken off life support. Now, y'all would think that that was the hardest day of my life. Nope, that was the second hardest day of my entire life. The hardest day of my entire life was having my dog put to sleep. That dog had been with me through 3 relationships. I got him when I was 2 years sober. He was my recovery dog. He was my ride or fucking die. Even as hateful as that dog was. So for anybody to come on here and question my life, you don't have that right. I'm sorry, you just don't. And you won't go somewhere and say, we have every right, you put your life out there. No, you don't. You don't have the right to question anybody's life, okay? Not about the details of it. And if you're okay with putting somebody through that pain again, have at it. And if people want to say, oh, you're really heated tonight, you're really angry, I'm really hurt, is what I am. And this isn't for, my hurt pain is not towards the 99.9% of the people that watch my videos on a daily basis that are completely fine with watching it and they say, I love you so much, thank you so much for your content, blah, blah, blah. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. And you share your lives with me. You share specific details of your lives and what you've gone through and how you relate to what I've gone through. And that is what I so love about the Wolfpack and the vlogs. I love it. But maybe I shouldn't have said I'll answer any question that somebody has for me because I'm not real sure I want to be that open. I think maybe I want to decide whether or not I have a right to answer some questions or not. So I've changed a few rules. Going forward, I might not answer your question. We'll just see how I'm feeling. Number 2, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to vlog every day and talk about what the hell I want to talk about. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. And number 3, for those people out there that have been with me from the beginning, a month ago, 6 weeks ago, 6 months ago, 6 years ago. Yeah, those of you that have known me for that long, and you've been along for the long haul of all of this, and you love my vlogs, baby, we are ride or dies, just like me and that dog through and through, and I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going anywhere. You're not going to force me off of here. I'm just not. And you can't scare me. And I hope the one thing that somebody learns tonight through this, okay? If only one person out there learns something, or if 2 years down the road, or if 5 years down the road, or if 10 years down the road, you learn one thing from this, I hope what you learn is this, okay? Not anything about my pain or me being hurt through having to talk about this, because that was my choice. I didn't have to talk about it. I could have come on here and acted like, what, who, I don't care. I chose to talk about it. But the one thing I hope you learn is that all of us at some point in our lives are going to be faced with a difficult decision. I've had 2 really difficult situations in my life. One, to take my mother off life support. When everybody around me begged me to do it, and it was up to me, I had to make that decision. You want to talk about some painful shit, okay? Think about trying to make the sole person to make the decision whether or not to have your parent taken off life support. Number 2, put my dog to sleep. I hope the one thing that people learn through this vlog tonight is this. When you encounter a difficult decision in your life, put yourself and your selfishness aside and see what is in the best interest of all. see what is the most compassionate and kind-hearted thing to do. Sometimes, the most selfless acts the ones that appear that they would be so easy for us to do are the ones that affect us the most and are the ones that are the most difficult in our lives. I am who I am today because of the choices that I have made in my life, and I am thankful for them all. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.